Get a really warm welcome for Kelly Cutrone.
Very official. I don't know if I like this. I brought color. Cutrone L.A.
Table in front of the table, whatever you want.
What do you guys want?
Perch yourself at the edge of the table.
Justine Bateman is my best friend. You probably all know her. Great actress.
Kelly's best!
By the way, my daughter was with me at my signing at Barnes & Noble in New York, and I was like, Ava, tell people where we go on the weekend to buy books. And she goes, Borders. And I was like, okay, this is really bad because we're at Barnes & Noble.
Oh, no!
You know, I believe that everybody that's here is really super magical. You know, and I came from the middle of nowhere, and I'm having this amazing experience right now. But I always knew that I would. But people around me didn't really believe it. And so I wanted to write a book that was basically for girls and for gay boys. Because I don't know anything about straight guys. I really don't. I'm 44, still can't figure them out. Love them. Not lesbian. I know a lot of people want to know that. But I still can't figure them out. This book is, you know, kind of an encouragement for you not to fall into society's expectations of you. You know, so if your parents want you to go to Harvard because they went to Harvard, and you don't want to go to Harvard, don't go to Harvard, because it's your life. And so I wrote this book for people who were not the Ivy League kids, you know, who were the freaks and the dreamers, and you know, it was just the best advice that I could give you from everything that I went through.
But just getting into reality TV, did you set out to?
No, I never set out to get on TV, first of all. Okay, so I don't watch TV. I have like a, I don't know, 58 or 62-inch plasma screen TV that a friend of mine from the Mafia bought out of pity because he couldn't believe that I had a child and I didn't have a television. And he was like, forget about it. You can't have a TV and not have, I can't have a kid and not have a TV. I'm sending a TV down. By the way, cut up the box and don't throw it on. I was like, what is going on? My club days in New York paying off. So I had this big television and cable, but I never really watched television because I'm too busy. So when I got a phone call to be on this show called The Hills, I didn't understand what it was. And they said, listen, we're going to send this girl over, and she's going to have to find you. And we told her that you have black hair and tattoos, and your name's Kelly Cutrone, and she has to get these tickets for Hamish Bowles and the Vogue team, and her name's Lauren Conrad. And I was like, fine. I mean, I thought, good exposure for my client. I mean, I had no idea. And so I was standing next to Lauren Conrad for about 20 minutes, and it was like a joke. Because Lauren's all like, gee, where do you think Kelly is? And I'm all like, black hair, like, what? Like headset, you know? And she didn't recognize me. And when she finally figured it out, I said something to her, which became the bumper of the season for MTV, which was, if you're going to work in the fashion business, you're going to have to step it up and move a lot quicker than this. Which was my foray into reality television, and I had no idea what it meant. In the beginning, these people were really angry that I was on TV. They were like, oh, she has goat's cheese, she doesn't comb her hair, she's part of the Pinnacle Club, she's a witch, she's a bitch, she's the devil incarnate, she's the poor man's version of Devil Wears Prada, she's blah, 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 700 million blogs later, you know. And I was just like, oh my God, I never really thought of myself like this. I'm going to have to explore all these things that people are saying. And then finally, you know, kind of clicked into people who were like, we love her. You know, she doesn't wear makeup. She tells the truth. She's the fresh, real thing on the show.
So it sounds like you and Kelly are old friends. Can you tell us a little bit about how long you've known her?
I met Kelly in the 80s, and we would just run around New York. It was a blast. I mean, she showed a picture earlier where we both are wearing these blonde wigs, and we got them at the Patricia Field store before Patricia Field was a stylist, and she always had great wigs. It was a blast. I mean, we would go, one time, like 3 o'clock in the morning, she calls me. I was out there doing a play, and she said, get uptown right now. We're going to look at the... We're going to look at the Macy's Day Parade float. I mean, well, floats with the inflatables, right? But they're only partially inflated, and they're all, you know, sitting on First Avenue. I forget where they parked all these. I went out there and they were like, sorry, the viewing is closed. And then Kelly's all like, she's like, I represent Frank Sinatra, and this is Justin Bateman. And the cops were like, what? Like, New York cops are so cool. And they're like, yeah, come on in, go wherever you want. I don't care. Come back out this way if you want, you know. So we did stuff like that. It was really fun.
That's awesome. So it's really cool to see you here supporting her still. What did you think about her book?
I haven't read it yet. She was like, pre-order it from Amazon, you know? So I did. But now I haven't gotten it yet, and I'm dying because it's here. But I got an issue coming, you know, coming to me in the mail. So I guess I've got to wait. But it's Kelly. You know, the thing about Kelly is there's no guile in her. Like she doesn't have an agenda. She doesn't have a. I mean, when I say this, like I've known people, particularly women, who've made it a point to belittle and humiliate other people. And I've watched it happen, and there's quite a few of them. The thing about Kelly, like when she was talking earlier about, you know, I heard a remark from one woman saying, you only hire women that you can't boss around or something, and I was like, I so wanted to say something back, but I didn't get picked on. But I think that's entirely untrue, and I think the work ethic of people in their 20s now is very different than a work ethic of people in their 20s in the past. And I think there are a lot of people, young women in particular, who think they should get paid for breathing sometimes. I think a lot of 40-year-old women would do well to pay attention to what Kelly says too.
Oh my God, you're really crafty now. It's fine enough you watching the show. Once a month, you're doing awesome. You should be a publicist. So let's ready to go.
Probably gonna end up stealing this book from her after just to see what you got to say.
Why don't you just buy another one? Here, I'll give you one. I'll give you one as a present. And you can sign your part there. I've never written a poem to a
That's very sweet.
Kelly, can I have you say hi to Elizabeth Sneed?
Oh, I love Elizabeth Sneed. What's up, Elizabeth Sneed? I'm at my book signing at Brunette Girls. You know what I like about my fans? They're the hottest. Okay, I'm glad I'm not on Twilight with all these blood-drinking vampire people. Christmas talk with you was one of my favorite things.
Yes, we had a wonderful talk.
We're at my book signing. I look like a crazy soccer mom who just beat up 6 people in invaded Amish country. Welcome to Borders in Westwood, where all the fashion kids have been crazy with recession questions about how do we get ahead. And I said, well, you have to buy my book. I was visited by my second husband's ex-wife.
What was that about? Can you dish on that a little bit?
That was lovely.
Can you dish on that just a little bit? Like, what was that about?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea.
That is nuts. Was she a little tipsy?
I have no idea.
She was kind of slurring her words.
I'm drinking coffee. And I have TV shows coming out. So.
Really?
Kill with kindness, honey. That's my rule.